I never knew a yokai could exist, let alone a kitsune, says Shinobu. I'm sorry for misunderstanding, but you know how it is. She adds as you pour her some tea. It's okay, Kocho. I understand completely. It is your job as a Hashira to protect people. Besides, you are not the first one to attack and ask questions later. You say with a smile. My, aren't you sweet? Anyways, what's the story of how you came to be? She asked kindly. If you don't mind me asking, of course. Oh, not at all. However, my origin story is, sort of complicating. You may get bored. You say as you scratch your head nervously. Nonsense, please do tell. Shinobu insists. Unbeknownst to you, Giyuu was also listening intently. You never really told him of the story of how you came into existence. He often assumed it was cursed or something. Did a demon bewitch you? No, that couldn't be the case, considering your gentle nature. He wondered if there was a deeper, more personal reason behind your transformation. Perhaps it was a choice you made willingly, or perhaps it was a gift from an unbeknown spirit. Did it have something to do with, I'm going to butcher her name, but Irie Yokimi? Whatever the truth may be, Giyuu was interrogated to hear about your past. Well, long story short, it all started when my mother became pregnant with me. One day she was visited by a Shinto shrine, who told her that one day of my birth, I would doom to be dead. You started. Both Shinobu and Giyuu's eyes widened as you continued. Upset, my mother asked the priest who was there anything to prevent this omen from happening, but all he told her was no, and there was nothing she could do. Well, it's obvious your mother succeeded since you're here, so what did C2? Shinobu asked. My mother traveled to the village of, I'm going to butcher this name, Kuyeto Kitatna, I'm so sorry, but I refuse to say this word. I will spell it out. It is Niigata. Perfecten. It was there she heard of a mystical being known as, I'm going to butcher her name too, Otamini Gitsu, who was said to be the goddess that lived on the mountain of, I'm going to butcher this name, but Hatakima Yoma. She was said to be clairvoyant, and whatever the villagers would call out to her from the base of the mountain, she would answer any question they asked for. You exclaimed? Otami? I think I remember hearing tales of that legend. Otami, that was a spirit of a kitsune, said to appear as a beautiful woman wearing a colorful kimono, correct? Shinobu asked. Yes, as legend goes, when a samurai lost his sword, he approached the foot of Hatanyaiki Nyan and went to ask Yotami for help. The kitsune replied from out of the woods as he had left it next to an oak tree. And when some food was stolen from the village, Otami gave the villagers the name and the location of the thief who committed the crime. Thanks to Otami's knowledge, especially, there was no one who outwitted left in the people. Such a generous kitsune, far more friendlier than the average kitsune that causes mischief. Indeed, when my mother heard the story, she approached the foot of Hatayima in a desperate need for help and called out to Yotami. According to a witness, the goddess appeared and my mother described her as a beautiful white and red fox. You say, it said that Otami instructed my mother to wait and come back on the next day. My mother did as told and was shocked to find Otami dying. It's believed when she finally faulted wounded by a hunter or demon. Either way, Otami gave up her life so that my mother could have a successful birth. Thus, I became the Kitsune Tetsi, merged with the spirit of Omiti. You finished. I see. So if weren't for Otami, you hadn't been born. That's quite an amazing origin story, Shinobu says happily, causing you to blush bashfully. Thank you, Lady Ocho. Oh, you don't have to be so formal. You can call me Shinobu, the insect Hashira says. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, but can you perhaps change your appearance to look more human? I heard kitsunes were popular for being clever shapeshifters, she added. Your eyes widened. Do my ears and tails disturb you? You ask. Oh no, it's not like that at all. I'm just asking. She replied. You immediately understood what she was getting at. Yeah, hold on a sec. You say, and Shinobu watched in awe as you did some strange hand signs, which was followed by a poof of smoke. Once it cleared, you no longer had your fox ears, but instead human ears, and all 9 tails were gone. How's this? You ask. Shinobu gave you a delighted smile. Amazing, she says, clasping her hands. So, you do have a normal form. I really can't even tell you're a kitsune. Yeah, I can stay like this forever, as long as I don't sneeze, you exclaim. There were times when you had accidentally sneezed in public, which caused you to poof back into your kitsune form. That people often mistaken you for a demon and became frightened of you. Thus, because of this was how you first met Giyuu. That's good to know, Shinobu says. Giyuu had been sitting there quietly at the table, continued to observe you and Shinobu as the insect Hashira began telling you of how she didn't fare well with 4-legged furry creatures, mainly cats and dogs. It was interesting how the two of you could get along so well in just a short amount of time. You had gentle lit into your voice as well, but it wasn't flaky honey-coated like Shinobu's. Shinobu's was candy. You were sugar. One loved and cared for him, and the other teased and loathed him. Although Giyuu knew that he and Shinobu didn't see eye to eye, but even knew the butterfly girl didn't deny that they were quote-unquote friends. But friends or not, there was still the issue that he didn't want Shinobu telling Tama-sama and the other Hashira of his affair with Yin. Now that she knew his secret, well, it was certainly nice meeting you, Yin-chan. However, I really must get going, Shinobu says, smiling. Aw, so soon? Please stay a bit longer, Shinobu. You plead, clearly not ready to say goodbye to your newly found friend, who, surprisingly, almost murdered you like a couple hours ago. In truth, you were actually enjoying Shinobu's company, and you really wanted to talk more and learn about the demon-slaying course and the ways of the Hashira. You promised you'd stay for lunch, you tell her. Shinobu gave you an apologetic look before saying, I'm sorry, I only came here looking for Giyuu, but it seems like he's in good hands, she says, her words causing you to blush. The insect Hashira then glances at the water Hashira. Congratulations on finding the special someone, Tokido-kun. Yin-chan is quite the keeper, she teased. Perhaps I was wrong about you being hated. Hey guys, it is me. So, I just wanted to say that this will be my last video until Monday, okay guys? I have to go to, so first off, I'm hanging out with a friend, and also second off, I have a really, really important thing on Friday. So, I won't be posting that day. But I hope you guys understand, and I love you all so much. Bye! Mwah.